this occasion. And definitely an area where you can pick up a lot of frags. You've got these two tight doorways either side and a bounce pad in the middle. That's really where you pick up the frags, not so much on the quad run. It's very easy to evade a quad on this map, and it's difficult route choices you would take with the quad damage. Of course, quad damage does 3 times damage that you normally would with any weapon.
Prepare your team.
This is the red armor area we're in at the moment. On the other side of the map is the mega health, and you'd say the yellow armor suited towards the mega health, although it's a lot more debatable. Here we go then. Pavel getting the spawn on that lightning gun really early on. Best weapon to get on the map? That or Railvor?
Well, I think it depends. I mean, lightning gun and rail both extremely strong. It's just situational around the map which is the better. I prefer lightning gun in most areas. Rail has the ability though to, let's say, nullify the red armor if used well, and lightning gun is more, totally shut down, lock down an area like quad.
There we go. Quad's going to be up in 5 seconds. They don't know the time of this first quad. Could be up after 30 seconds till the end of the minute though. It's a random first time, and here it is. Starosta picks it up. He's got a very nice amount of armor, though that grenade's just taken a big chunk of it off and decided to go the different route. Perhaps wisely. Shotgun in hand.
Don't tempt fate with the nades.
And a plasma to work with. 2 great weapons for the fragger. This is the difficult bit about this map. Whichever route you take is very difficult. It's going to go into this pit of death, as we would call it, because it's just so open
great
area.
By Q50. I really don't like the idea of going out that way with quad. I know sometimes you feel like you're forced to, but he wasn't going to be able to do anything there.
I think realistically you're forced to only go out through that route directly ahead of him now through to the lightning gun. That's probably the only real safe route if you take the routes outside the quad, either the bounce pad or the shotgun. If you take the high route out, which he was blocked from taking, then it's a different story, but otherwise you're in a disadvantaged position as soon as you go through those doorways. That's it about this map. It's just so difficult to get quad runs because any area you go to is susceptible to especially railguns. So many angles for rail shots in this map. Moving out, here's the key location on the map. You do want to keep a time on this lightning gun. Zyric's just waiting out for it. He has got 38% lightning gun. That's pretty high value right there. Mega health timed. Gonna grab that one. Mega health boosting his health up to 200. And Starosta coming up against the rocket damage of Zyrix. He must have just missed the lightning gun when he went to wait for it before. Of course, weapons spawn every 30 seconds. We've got 25 seconds before the quad, and they should be setting up the power-up quite early on this map.
Yeah, they're in there, and they look like they got a good selection of weapons to be able to defend it with, so it will be difficult for 102 to come in. They may choose not to even try.
Go 102. Going to come up there with bounce pad, are they? Zyrix, 5 seconds to go for the quad. Easy lightning gun kill up that bounce pad. Pavel going down. 4-2-1. Dispatched on top of that with the lightning gun. He didn't want to risk against the rocket launcher player. Oh, nice frag on Pavel. Also confiscates that railgun off him. He's missed out on the red. But look at this. Easy frag. He's got 3 frags on this run. Make that 4. This is a very good quad run. Going to push through to the lightning gun position. He hasn't got much armor to work with, so you've got to be careful he doesn't get caught out by, say, a rocket player. But that's the 5th frag on this run. This is an excellent power-up run by Zyrix.
This is great.
Oh, great!
I'm going to get back to that red.
That was brilliant blocking. Those grenades were perfectly timed.
Yeah, and all of a sudden, even though that was a good quad run, they've just taken the red armor and the lightning gun 102, so they're not looking too bad after that.
They lost out on the frags, but they've got a good position on the map. And I guess that's the trade-off you take sometimes. If you go expansive looking for the frags, you maybe give up a position on the map that might put you at a disadvantage for the next couple of minutes. It might even lead to you not retaining the next power-up. I'm just going to switch away from Lex, not really doing too much, although got a very good lock on this lightning gun position with Q50 spamming those rockets. Really well placed. I think his teammate did just take the lightning gun, so he can back off. Now got to be careful. The yellow armor player doesn't have a weapon to catch him out with. Q50's in a terribly disadvantaged position here. Oh my god, it does a brilliant job in the end. Just getting the frag. Look at those rockets on 4-2-1, about as good as you can do at that kind of range. He doesn't want to push through either though, only 30 up. I'm going to switch away from him. Starosta seems to have a nice chunk of armor that's whittled down by the machine gun of Dimitri. The score gap is pretty close now, 7 frag margin. And it's 20 seconds before the quad. The roster, complete opposite side of the map though for this quad. 12 seconds to go. He might not even make it there. Switch round to Pavel and Lexa at the quad already. They're just waiting for any kind of rush in from above. There you go. 2 lightning gunners in Sitto's hands. Look at that great rush, and they've dominated that quad area. In fact, Flash has still got 86 armor on the board. He's got a shotgun. He's only got 5 shots, so he's got to be cautious he doesn't run out of ammo en route. Might even want to take a route that gives him some ammo. Dives into this open area. Doesn't want to get caught out by a rail. Oh my god, the rocket almost hitting in there. He catches Lexa out though, who did have a railgun out, so he's grabbed that one. He's got 1 shot left with his shotgun. Might catch out the jumper for Red, although Red's not up for 20 seconds. And there you go, lovely juicy mega health at the end of that run. Wow. Well, Pavel won't be too happy with his teammate there getting rocketed. But they did frag him after the mega health pickup. Let's look at some of the stats on the scoreboard at the moment. 8-1 mega health in favour of Sitto. They have seen themselves on that side of the map more. 9-4 in favour of 102 and the red armour pickups. 7-4 in the yellows. But I really wish we could see the pickups of the lightning guns and rails, because they are the key items on this map. Pavel, now he's going to work this mega. We've seen him do this before, and he is very dangerous once he gets a bit of a stack. That railgun's going to be an important hit on him. Q50 does go down, drops his railgun. They got 2 railers down here, 102. Railing up at this red armor position. Got 2 fresh spawners inside the quad area. Doing a lot of damage to 102, and Pavel missed all his rail shots there. That could really cost him big time. Zyrinx comes out on top in the quad area. 25 seconds before the power-up spawns. Zyrinx with that railgun does 80 damage. He got 20 shots with it. His teammate Dimitri did get railed there. Starosta diving on the quad, and we see 5 seconds to go until it spawns, and at the moment 102 are in position to come out on top with this power-up. He hasn't got the perfect weapons to run it with. Could do with his teammate dropping the lightning gun for him. Well, there, have that one. Good kill from then, and 102 are up by 3 frags at the start of this quad run, so let's see if he can advance that score. They do have a time on the mega. Dimitri almost catches out the quad. Come on, mega! It does just spawn and replenishes his health up to the bog standard 100 spawner health. Somehow misses that shot. Look, pretty much destined to connect. 5 seconds to go before red though. If he can take over this area, it'd be perfect timing. Does just miss that rail shot. And Q50 really aggressive push has helped his team secure that one. Let's switch around to maybe some of the players. Zyrinx 70 health. There's Dimitri. He picked up the red, so let's stick with him for a while. 62% rocket. He's got a rocket launcher in his hands at the moment. A 4 frag deficit they face at the moment, which is pretty much nothing. That rail shot just pulled them down a little bit. And look at all that armor gone, and look, the plasma connecting, and then the rail shot. And 100 stack for Lexa moving through into this rail basement. Not hitting the most impressive stats at the moment, only 49. MG probably impressive, maybe 33% shotgun as well. It's about 35 seconds before quad as well, so they'll be looking to get this red and probably send players to red just to secure it. I'd send Lexa right now. Might want to push on the lightning gun position as well, though. We see one of them moving that way there. Whoever picked up that red might just cycle round a couple of the players here. 41 is already in defensive position. Starosta going and picking up the lightning gun ammo and the rocket launcher. He's on the other side of the map though, going to make his way there. Pavel has moved out to go and pick up this red if he can get it, although he's so very low health, needs help from his teammate. And Flash comes out with the frag. Red armor is grabbed by 421 as he makes his way up the bounce pad, chased by Flash. There's a lot of fighting over this. Mega health equipped Zyrinx there, winning the quad. 25 seconds left with this run. He's got 2 frags on it. Well, they did just miss out on the mega. Takes this route through to the red armor. It's up in a few seconds. He's going to come out on top with this one. There you go, 100 armor on the board. Lexa goes down. Pavel to follow. This is a good run by Zyrinx. He's bringing his team back into it. Still 3 frags behind at the end of this quad run. They control this mega side of the map. They do have a time on that. I think bit of time on the red as well. It's in about 8 seconds time. We have to see if he moves back for this one. In fact, they are in position for it. Zyrinx right on top of it. Lexa going in, doesn't hit enough plasma bolts to get the frag. Look at that rocket just knocking him off it. Zyrinx though hits an important rail to help his teammates secure that red. Still a 5 frag margin though as 421 runs out of shotgun shells. Let's cycle away from him. Someone maybe with a weapon for 102 or nobody on the map. In fact, Lexa just gave away his railgun. So Sitto in a very good position to try and take advantage of that one. Let's follow Zyrinx again. Look at that plasma spam, just so much damage to Sitto trying to get in there. It seemed really quite stupid when they just all stood there taking damage. Zyrinx didn't take too much himself though. It's only a 2 frag margin. Mega health's up. Zyrinx going to take that one. And 25 seconds before the squad. They probably want to start moving there now. Vor. Vor. 10 seconds to go until the squad spawns. 102 do have a defensive position on it. We see it getting there early. You can just get a lot of frags. People coming up bounce pads, easy shots. Look, this is a tight doorway. It's got to come through. They can defend this pretty effectively. Pavel is just going to boost people if he hits that rail onto the quad. The quad is eliminated instantly on pickup by Q50. And there we go. The teams are tied, and we're just over halfway through the map now. There's still 4 quads remaining on this map. If Sitto take it, they do take this match 2-0.
Oh, did you see the football score? Or death?
Yes. Yeah.
Chelsea won.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So Zyrinx picking up this red armor. It's got 40 health on the board, but it does have that red armor in hand. Rocket launcher as well. Passed off his railgun, interestingly, to a teammate. He's now got the yellow armor on top of that, so 150 armor on the board. Rocket launcher in hand. They are 5 frags ahead. Moving into this rail basement, can get a couple of frags here. And the railgun spawned just then at 37 and managed to grab that one. So it's great movement around the map there. Getting the key items. Just not hitting out absurd stats like we normally see. He's just missed out on that red as well. I think he's a bit confused as to who took it. Q50, did he take it? He's not really sure. He's waiting for it anyway, but it's not going to come up. Let's have a look at what he's doing. Zyrinx 4.6k damage, plus 16 net. Really close game as we call the timeout. Let's have a look at some of the other stats on the board. 12-7 on the mega pickups at the moment in favour of Sitto. Red armor's just going in favour of 102, 15-12, 14-9 on the yellow armor pickups by Sitto. And even the green arms, they do kind of add up. I mean, it's, you know, it's relatively equal across the board. 3 quads each, 30 extra seconds though a quad for Sitto at the moment, and it just leads them just ahead. 8 frags. Again, that's such a great close game we got here. 10 frag margin. Zyrinx does get caught out. 2-4-2-1. Grabbed himself a rail out of that one to use with his red armor. Nice rail shot. 25 seconds before quad. He does take one himself, but straight away returns that same damage out to one of the Sitto players, waiting for teammates to move in. Or is he just covering this railgun position at the moment? Quad up in 5 and 41 with a teammate support. 2 teammates support. Zyrinx, look at the damage he's done! Oh my god! He was almost going to get in there. They could frag the quad here. Good dodging. Jaws just escape. Only 5 health remaining. The 50 isn't up. What do you do in this situation? Do you go through? Do you try to risk it? The 2 5 bubbles aren't up. There's the 50 behind him! Oh my god, I thought Lexa was going to take it there, but he didn't actually need it. The other 50 isn't up. The quad is used to frag the guy on top of the red armor. Might just catch out the guy that might jump for it here. Dimitri fragged. Look at the drop down by Q50. Actually manages to get fragged himself there. It's only a 3 frag margin now. Ridiculous how close these 2 teams are. Again, we're seeing such great games in these ESL Activity Matters Cups. Flash getting a frag there for Sitto. Railgun picked as well. See what kind of rail damage he's been doing. Well, he's only hitting 33%. That's not very high at all at this level of play. And getting caught out by that rocket. Mega grab by Sitto. Let's see what kind of megas they're picking up now. 15-7, starting to build up a bit of a lead in them. They are losing out 18-14 on the Reds. That's an extra 400 armor in favour of Reds for 102, but the Yellows are still in favour of Sitto.
2 hits. Impressive.
There you go, Flash just hitting a rail shot there for an impressive 50% rail now. So he hadn't actually had rail that much on the map. 30 seconds before quad, he's amassed 70 odd armor. That's quite a good stack to have. Make that 80. Hits the rail on 41. Managed to get the frag in there. He's lost all of his armor, but he's used it wisely to win over the quad room. Good defensive rail blocking off this doorway as well. Look how close he is pinned for the reactionary rail. That is a really good spam rocket right into the quad spot. Pavel trying to rush through. Third impressive for Flash as he defends this room. They're waiting for Dimitri to get the pickup. Has no armor to work with, but does have a lightning gun and now a shotgun. And they have built up a bit of a lead as they hit a sentry. I mean, it's a 17 frag margin now. That's the biggest we've seen on this map pretty much. Doesn't need the lightning gun, going to leave it for a teammate, so they should have a time on that. He's going to come back around and the red will be up now. So they got red, they got LG. Will they get a rail gun? Pavel's eliminated. If he had picked the rail, then I'd imagine 102 don't have one. And they are really on the back foot here. There's 2 quads remaining on this map. So the more Sitto build up this lead, the harder it's going to be to come back with only those 2 power-ups to work with. And if Sitto take this, remember, 102 are knocked out of this tournament tonight. And Sitto really need these kind of results to ensure they reach the finals on Sunday. So back down for this rail position from Dimitri. Seeing a kind of vulnerable position for railers, if there are railers across the other side of the map. There you go. Could get shot here, but it's going to be fine. Going to pick up the rail in a second. There you go, on 59. It'll spawn 30 seconds later on 29 seconds into the minute, which will lead it just before the power-up. Dimitri's doing a pretty good job of surviving out with this armor. Should leave the rest of his team able to stack up, and they should have more armor players ready for the power. Just cycle around them a little bit. Flash hasn't got too much. Q50 nothing, and Zyrink's nothing either. So it's going to be important that he needs that armor to make sure they can secure this power up. Starosta dropping down, looking for this rail. It is at 29. That's a pretty lucky guess, wasn't it? 15 seconds before the quad, just spamming those grenades. That's exactly where you want to block off. That high route is the most dangerous. Pavel has got a mega health. Got to watch this bounce pad attack. Let's see, one player moving in high. Great dodging. Perfect frag with the rails. He's going to probably have to switch to rocket. He does do. Doesn't stop Zyrink's getting the quad. Zyrink's only 9 health there, and he is railed. So quad eliminated fast, but 102 really needed that quad. That was the penultimate power-up. They only got 1 quad left to bring this one back. And it's, you know, a 20 frag margin.
Impressive.
As far as Q50 in this grenade launcher position, just dealing out damage from above. It does have a railgun. It's a really great area to hit some rails down on. He's got a 5th impressive at 50% there for Q50. Oh, missed that easy shot. 10 seconds to go into a mega. And we know Q50 likes his mega health. Looks like 102 have got a time on this one though. Pretty desperate to get it. There you go, into the hands of Sitto there. Let's cycle round them a little bit. Zyrinx is the guy who gathered that one in. Still that 20 frag margin. It's about a minute until the final power up, and a lot of the play is going to be around that one, but really 102 needs to start bringing it back before then. Can't wait until that last power up. Nice frag by Zyrinx, taking out Pavel. He seemed to be knocked back by some kind of grenades or rockets. And he went straight to type, suggesting he was a little bit annoyed. 5th impressive for Zyrinx, 39%. Not what we're used to seeing from him, but enough. 4-2-1, didn't take any real damage there from Zyrinx. Picking up the mega right in front of him. Seemed like his mouth's locked up then. Trying to aim that shotgun. It's really quite nice play, and he's pretty unlucky he didn't get the frag with the shotgun there. And gets caught out by Q50. He'd run out of shotgun ammo. He didn't back off onto the shotgun ammo crate on the other side before he tried to move through that doorway. 5 seconds to go until Quad going to cycle around, see who's there now. Well, Starosta getting spammed by grenades. It's right onto the Quad. Oh, look at that plasma damage. All his teammates are just hiding. Look at the machine gun damage as well. He's... Well,
1 minute warning.
they haven't dealt with that effectively, and just before the Quad he looks in a very good health and armor position, and now he's got the Quad, he's got 16 health. That just says they haven't really covered him very well at all. 3 seconds to go before red. This could be... Oh, it just did move away as it spawned. There it is, up on its spot. The 50 is below as well. He decides not to drop off for that. No time to waste. But it is all over now. I mean, you can't bring that kind of score gap back against a good team in 30 seconds. They can force their spawns if needs be. And that's forced. They're forced to spawn in at about 5 seconds, so they just can't do it. It's over. So Sitto knock out the champions from the previous tournament, which we saw last night, and go on through to the semi-final. 102 eliminated, 2-0 to Sitto.
Impressive. Red wins.
23 frag margin. Just look at the stats quickly before they disconnect. No, they've gone. Zyrinx doing the most damage there, of course. 8k damage. Only took 5